The Living Dead. A horror story from Dark Mysteries number 20 in 1954. This suspenseful story is about a man who finds out about his father's sins in the worst way imaginable. Enjoy. A Dramix Audio Comics production.
It can't be! No!
The crisp, smooth snow crackled under Ivor Blau's skis as they skimmed over the surface, weaving expertly, dangerously, in and out of the tall, thick trees. Night was falling rapidly like a dark curtain, and a sudden chill penetrated to the bones. As this man realized, he was lost in the Black Forest. Read on to find out his fate amongst the living dead. The thrill of swift flight had propelled Ivor faster and faster, farther and farther from the rest of the party. Now the pall of night, broken only by pinpoints of light from the black velvet sky, found him lost amidst eerie giant trees.
What luck! A house!
But Ivor's relief at finding a haven vanished abruptly as it dawned on him that there was something strange about this house set in the thick of the forest. The open door, the strange, indefinable odor, strange, but not unpleasant.
I'd rather take my chances in the forest.
He had not gotten far when a soft, mellow voice stopped him in his tracks. Startled by the unexpected appearance of a girl in the doorway and struck by her unusual beauty, fear, at the moment, departed.
Don't leave. Are you lost?
Yes, I thought no one lived here.
Up winding stairs they went, and Ivor felt an intense weariness assail his limbs, welcoming in his heart the prospect of a bed to lie on.
You look tired. I'll show you to a room. We could talk in the morning.
You are so kind and so beautiful.
The flickering candle cast misshapen shadows across the musty bedroom, and the massive four-poster bed loomed up like a huge, ugly sarcophagus.
We only have candlelight out here in the woods. I'll bring you a tray.
Thank you.
Ivor stole out of his room to watch the girl descend the winding stairway. Hospitable as she was, and unease seeped through his being.
Wonder if anyone else lives here.
With the girl downstairs, Ivor stealthily opened the door next to his room and again met with a strange, sweet odor.
What a strange sweetness, just like that girl.
Emboldened to look in, Ivor was astonished to see a room with young people fast asleep.
What does this mean? They are sleeping, yet they are so still.
A nameless fear stirred through Ivor's blood as he left the mysterious room just in time to see the girl coming up the stairs with a tray.
Maybe she'll tell me about those young people.
After a surprising, delicious repast, Ivor felt more relaxed, and as he placed a kiss of appreciation on the girl's hand, he was aware of her unusual soft coolness and a desire to hold her closer. Impulsively, Ivor caught the slender form in his arms. Her nearness intoxicated him.
Please let me kiss you. Your beauty is maddening.
Yes, you may.
What a wonderful end to his adventure, out of the frightening discovery that he was lost in the thick woods, and the strange experience of finding this lonely house with its sleeping occupants. Ivor had found the exciting, beautiful girl and love. The next morning, Ivor hurried down, eager to see the new love and expecting to find the sleeping occupants of the next room up and about after their long sleep.
Oh, good morning. Sleep well.
Darling, I dreamed of you.
High-spirited as Ivor felt the throes of his new love, the image of the sleeping people haunted and taunted him. Besides, the pungent smell seemed more pervasive than ever sickening, in fact.
There's something I must confess. I looked into that bedroom where those people are sleeping. I wonder...
They are my guess. They are very weary and are still sleeping.
Ivor wandered from room to room while the girl was busy. She had answered him curtly, shut off all the discussion of her strange guest. But Ivor obeyed a sudden impulse.
This noise should awaken them.
The banging on the piano keyboard had no effect on the sleepers, and Ivor, in his excess of hidden anxiety, pushed on the heavy table till it turned over. In a crash, but still they slept.
Now, will you wake up? This should waken the dead.
Like a nightmare. Wild fantasies grew wilder as Ivor became obsessed with the desire to stir the sleepers.
What's wrong with them?
But this time Ivor touched them and they were asleep no longer.
Ugh! They're becoming skeletons, yet they move. They're getting up.
In a daze, Ivor found himself back in his room. This strange, lovely girl was talking to him, in a soft, sweet voice.
It is time for me to explain, but first tell me your name. Mine is Vania.
Mine is Ivor Blau, son of Dr. Klaus Blau, the Nazi scientist who disappeared.
Immediately, Vania's softness changed to horror.
Oh no, not you. Now you must hear the story. Your father is involved, and you too.
During World War II, in your father's laboratory, an experiment was taking place. He was so dedicated to the Nazi cause, Dr. Blau was willing to use you, his own son, to prove his theory.
Yes, your idea could help us win the war, but your formula is poisonous. See, I will inject my own son Ivor to prove you are wrong here, General. All right, you may have 6 prisoners from the concentration camp.
Those young people in the next room were brought here for the cruel experiment undertaken secretly by your father, Dr. Blau.
Schwein, move faster, faster!
Yes, your father was sure he could draw blood from living people injected with his formula and restore wounded German soldiers dying from loss of blood to life.
Is this the last one? We must work fast, draw almost all their blood, then re-inject her.
There was only one left, a girl. Dr. Blau had already drawn half her blood when an excited messenger arrived.
Soon we'll have these scums back to life with my formula. Now they are half-dead zombies who cannot die.
Herr, Dr. Blau, I bring alarming news.
The alarming news was that the American soldiers were rapidly advancing. The Nazi had fallen.
Dr. Blau, you must leave. We have lost the war. The Americans are close.
Schweinerei, just when? I was proving my experiment.
And so your father, the great scientist, made his escape, leaving his guinea pigs on their beds, not alive, not quite dead, yet awaiting the injection blood Dr. Blau promised.
Don't go. You must restore us. Those young people hovering between life and death need only a small supply of blood injected with your father's formula. As for the girl, she could walk and talk and only wait.
At the beginning of Vania's story, Ivor felt pride in the courage and brilliance of his father's famous Nazi scientist experimenting to aid the super race. But a subtle change in Vania's voice, and now in her appearance, froze his blood.
Who was that last girl?
And his worst surmise became true as he heard her voice crackle and squeak.
Yes, haha. You guessed it. It was I, Vania. Now I can grow old and hope for release.
Ivor made his way to the door. Escape was all he desired from the place of decaying creatures and a vengeful monster whose form was changing before his eyes.
Come pay your father's debt. Give us your injected blood to replace what he took.
No! No!
The sound of clanking bone like weird castanets pursued his mad rush down the stairs. His limbs seemed to freeze into immobility.
Come back! Give us your blood! You were injected with your father's formula.
My legs! Hard to move them.
Bony arms enveloped the terror-stricken ex-Nazi group.
I have nothing to do with my father's experiment. Spare me!
Again, the sound of Vania's laughter echoed through the hall. He felt strangely empty and exhausted as he saw Vania's ugly form coming toward him.
No!
They have their revenge and now they're gone up to find the peace of death.
And Vania, now a real zombie, had her way with Ivor, and she watched him sink into the floor as his screams grew faint, and she knew he breathed his last agonizing breath. The end.
Talk about sins of the father. Wow! Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Dramix Audio vintage comic stories like these. Thank you.